Hi everyone, hope you're doing well today. Today I will explain another skill which is the cohesive link. In the previous video I explained the thematic link or the thematic relation, which is the relation between two paragraphs. And as we said, this relation can be question-answer, addition, cause-effect, etc. Now in order to achieve this relation, the writer should use special ways. These special ways are called the cohesive links. Or the question can be, how does the writer achieve the thematic link or relation between two paragraphs? How does the writer relate between two paragraphs? He can do that in one of these two ways, either using the direct link or the indirect link. We'll talk about the direct link first. We'll see an example, then we'll move to the other one. As a writer, if I want to use the direct link to link two paragraphs together, then I have to use transitions. This is the easiest way and the most direct way. Let's see an example together. If we go to this text, we have two paragraphs, 5 and 6, and we want to get the cohesive link between the two paragraphs. Whenever I'm asked to get the cohesive link between two paragraphs, the first thing I do is not reading the paragraphs. Then we'll get the link between 5 and 6. I go to paragraph 6. I go to the first word. The first word here is however, which is a transition. So I stop. I got the answer. The answer is that the writer uses direct link because he starts paragraph 6 with a transition. I stop. I don't need to read anything more. So I will write the answer here. We have transition, then the writer uses direct link because he or she starts paragraph 6 with a transition. And of course, between brackets, I have to say what this transition is. That's my answer, I'm done. And it's the easiest way for the reader and for the writer, because if we go back here, the reader will directly know that we have contrast here. The thematic relation is contrast because we have our however. We don't need to read anything directly from the word however. We know the cohesive link, it's direct because we have transition. The thematic link is contrast because we have however. Okay? Now, some writers do not want to start all their paragraphs with transitions. They want to move to the other way, which is the indirect way. If the writer wants to use the indirect link, then he or she has to use either synonyms or antonyms. The writer can use pronouns. The writer can use repetition of keywords or ideas. Okay? Just a note. The writer can use all of these things in one paragraph. And in one paragraph, the writer can use synonyms or antonyms, pronouns, and repetition. Or he may choose two out of these three. It's up to the length of the paragraph, to the topic, and to the ability of the writer. Let's see an example. If we go here, we want to get the link between paragraphs, for example, 4 and 5. Okay? So let's see 4 and 5. The first thing we do, we look at paragraph 5, the first word of paragraph 5. The first word of paragraph 5 here is tailor. It's not a transition. So the link is not direct. Now we have to read the two paragraphs and we have to look for these things. Okay? So just take a couple of minutes to read paragraphs 4 and 5. Pause the video. Take 1 or 2 minutes to read paragraphs 4 and 5. So if you notice here, the writer has used pronouns, just pronouns, Taylor and her. Okay, so we have pronouns here. We don't have anything else. Then the answer is the writer uses indirect link because he refers to Taylor, and we have to put that Taylor was found, the word Taylor was found in paragraph 5 by using, or the writer uses her in paragraph 6 to refer to Taylor in paragraph 5. In other words, he uses pronouns. Okay? So I justify, then I give the answer. Okay. Now we'll see another example with another way of these indirect links. So we'll go back to this text, but this time we'll get the cohesive link between paragraphs 3 and 4. Okay? So pause the video for a couple of minutes, read paragraphs 3 and 4. We have to read them because if we look at paragraph 4, it doesn't start with a transition. So the link is not direct, it's indirect. Now we have to read them to look for synonyms or antonyms, pronouns, or repetition of words, keywords, or key ideas. So take a couple of minutes, read them, look for one of these things or more than one, then we'll comment on the answers together. Okay, so as we notice here, the writer used two ways. He used repetition of key ideas, laws of physics. He used repetition of keywords, infinite, and he used synonyms, claim and say. Okay, so as I told you, the writer can use one or more than one way. But if he uses direct link, we stop searching for another way. Our answer is enough. We just say it's direct link. So let's write the answer for these two paragraphs. Here, the writer uses indirect link because he uses repetition of keywords and ideas. We have to put what these keywords and ideas are. Laws of physics, and the other one, I think it's infinite, yeah. And synonyms. So, and we have to put claim is first, claim and say. Okay, that's it. So I have to explain, I have to give, I don't say just repetition of words. I have to say what these repeated words are. Okay, this is as to cohesive link and how the writer achieves a thematic relation between two paragraphs.